Good evening. Good evening. I wonder if I may join you for a few moments. Tonight, from a very great distance, I heard the sounds of your singing and your laughter. And as I drew near, I saw the campfire and felt the warm glow of a scout fellowship. I find myself feeling very much at home here. If you don't mind, I'd like to stay for a while. Lord Robert Stevenson Smythe, Baden Powell, Gilwell. Seems to be a rather long name for a fellow that looks at life in a simple but uncomplicated way. But when I'm with scouts like you, I'm happy to be called BP. I was born February 22nd, 1857 in London, England. The sixth of 7 children. I attended Charterhouse. It was a boarding school for boys. But schoolwork didn't interest me much. I was much more interested in spending time in the out of doors. I carried a butterfly net, a sketch pad, and pretended to be somewhat of a confused Englishman, studying butterflies. When I caught a butterfly, I would carefully sketch it into my notebook. I was often seen by the police and soldiers, but they just shook their heads and laughed at this crazy man chasing butterflies. The thing they didn't know is that I always hunted butterflies in places where I could study the Austrian fort. I drew maps of the fort. You know, the gun placements and other important military information. But I would always disguise them by making the maps resemble sketches of butterflies. In ways like this, I was able to mix my love for the outdoors and my delight in problem solving and my skills as a leader to serve my country. I gave plenty of thought to the best ways to train soldiers. I believed that it was important for them to be able to think for themselves and to be able to act as scouts. So I put my ideas down in a small book called Aids to Scouting. For those that passed the training outlined in the book, I designed a badge, much like the north point of an old compass, a fleur-de-lis. I wanted it to symbolize that a scout should be able to point his way on the land and in his life. In 1899, I was sent to South Africa when the British Army was in conflict with the Boers, settlers of Dutch descent, in the South African Republic, an Orange Free State. I found myself in charge of defending a small town called Mafeking. I had some 1,200 men under my command, but there were many Boer soldiers surrounding the town. Well, they surrounded Mafeking and laid siege to that town. They demanded that we surrender. Well, we were not about to give in. Instead, we did all we could to convince the Boers that they were up against a much stronger force. Knowing that the Boers' lookouts could see us, I had my men bury boxes of sand all the way around the perimeter of the town. We put dynamite in one of the boxes and blew it up in hopes that the Boers would think that all the boxes could be detonated as landmines. We had no barbed wire, but I had my men drive fence posts into the ground anyway. And then we pretended to string rolls of barbed wire from post to post, and pretended to climb over the barbed wire. Whenever we moved about the edges of Mafeking, the Boers were so far away they couldn't have seen the wire even if there would have been any. And so we defended Mafeking with tricks like these. The camp at Brown Sea Island made me realize the value of scouting for boys. I knew that it would teach boys greater self-reliance. And that would help them to grow and guide them into being better men, and that would help my country become a better nation. And after the camp at Brown Sea Island, I rewrote my book to make it more appropriate for you. And I called it Scouting for Boys. And I had thought that it would be used for existing groups of young people, but the boys made it very clear that they wanted it to be Boy Scouts. And they started forming their own patrols, setting out on their own camping adventures without any adult supervision or leadership or clear plan of action. And then in 1920, boys from many countries gathered together to form the first international jamboree. It was held in a huge building in London, England. Boys from each nation, they staged shows, shared skills, and made friends from around the world. Blowing on the kudu horn I'd had since my days in Africa, I called and gathered all the scouts together to address them. But before I could speak, a voice from the back cried,
"We, the Scouts of the world, salute you, Baden-Powell, Chief Scout of the world."
Thousands of boys cheered. That was the greatest honor I had ever received, seeing that so many boys found the value of scouting. To recognize the importance of scouting, the King of England granted me the title Lord Baden-Powell of Gilwell. It was an honor I accepted in the name of scouts everywhere. I've been blessed to lead two distinct and intensely happy lives. First, as a military leader, and second, as a leader of boys. I've had the great good fortune to leave a legacy in the form of the scouting movement, and for that, I am most grateful. Since my time, the leadership of scouting has been passed down through a number of generations of dedicated leaders, scouters like yourselves, and now that responsibility has been passed on to you. It is your turn to give possibilities and provide opportunities for young people to grow in body, mind, and spirit. It is your turn to give shape to the possibilities of the scouting movement. It is your turn to build your own legacy of service and leadership. Near the end of my days, I wanted to leave scouts and scouters a message that would share the most valuable lessons I've learned in my long and varied life. This evening, my most earnest message to you is this. The real way to get happiness is by giving out happiness to other people. Try and leave this world a little better than you find it. And then, when it comes your turn to die, you can die happy, knowing that, at any rate, you've not wasted your time, but done your best. Thank you for allowing me to step into your circle tonight, warm myself by the fire, and feel the warm glow of your fellowship. If anyone asks you where to find me, you can give them the same message you will find on my tombstone. Gone home. Good night, and good scouting to each and every one of you.